Hi and welcome to the Weekend News. My name is Rjpasini and I'd like to talk a little about the eBay news and what's going on in e-commerce world. I like to do videos that are to help and inspire you as an online seller or in some cases a buyer. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I got a couple windows opened up, more than a couple I should say, so let's hop right to it. I'm going to bump out of here and go over here. First of all, folks, I just want to say really quick, I want to throw a little blurb out there. In case you don't know, I do have a Twitter site here, and if you'd like to join it, I would love to have you sign up. It's shop.rjpasini.com, and you could check it out. I had the links below, so if you guys are interested in being a subscriber to this channel, well, I should say this Twitter account, you're more than welcome to join. I'm also very excited to say over here, folks, that on the eBay Top Rated Sellers group, if you look right over here, we're growing to 702 members. This group, for some reason, is growing quicker than expected. I usually get between 1 to 2 people a day, sometimes even 3. It depends when I get to it, but for the most part, it is growing. So if you guys want to join, you're all welcome. The more the merrier. If you have any information to share, that'd be great. If you're a new beginner to online selling and you need some help from the sellers, group members, I should say, including myself, we'd be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. So please don't hesitate to join. I'm going to bump out of this screen here, and I'm going to close that Twitter one really quick here. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys here is, I don't know if a lot of you are familiar with Bonanza. I do sell on Bonanza, as you can see here, because of the Rjpasini_com, well, com, I should say. And this is the items I have listed right here. I'm not trying to lead it to a segue with this here. If you guys are interested in these items, they are Bonanza if you don't like to buy on eBay. I just wanted to share the information with you. The reason why I did go there, I got this email, and I'm going to click over here, from Bonanza. And it says over here, new post on Bonanza blog. Hi Richard, great news. We just shared something exciting on the blog. Check it out now. When you click it open, it's on how to make commission-free sales. And when you click it on, it brings you to this window. Let me close this one out here right quick. And it says over here, free referral. It says over here, right here, folks, get free referral traffic. When a buyer arrives at your referral website or referral link, you can make a purchase on your from your booth. We'll waive the final value fees. Our rationale: if you are making an effort to drive buyers to your store, we don't think it's fair to lump a fee on top of your sale. You did the work, so you deserve the reward. Basically, what they're telling you is they're giving you some hyperlinks here that you would put into your website if you have one. I do. I put it in there, and basically, what it is like a little. It's a little, hyperlink that says check out my other listings on I think it says Bonanza on there, if I'm not mistaken. I already done that there, but you could also edit. This is my email, well, it's my website address here, rjpasini.com. But the referral links here are right here, and you can copy the code. But what I did, folks, is I just went down here. I took this whole thing over here, and I just copied and pasted. So if you guys are interested in checking this out, just go to Bonanza and you can find out about the free referral traffic. Check it out, folks. You might be interested in it. And hey, if it could save you a little money here and there, why not, right? Check it out. So let's bump out of this screen. Let's close this one and this one here. Here we have over here eBay surveys. It says eBay survey sellers on member messaging. It says over here, eBay regularly survey. Now, oh, by the way, folks, I got this from ecommercebytes.com. It's over here, eBay regularly surveys users, and this month it provided a snippet as the results of one of the survey it conducted on the topic to important to sellers. Its message system that lets sellers and shoppers communicate. And it says over here, eBay presented a survey participants with a list of messaging features and asked them to rate the one that they felt was a must-have. And then you can go on and read it over here, folks. This, again, is from e-commerce bytes. Okay, you just go to ecommercebytes.com, and I believe it'll bring you up to the top story. This was published yesterday, the 27th, so you might want to check that out. So this is new news. And again, it just goes on to tell you a little more about it. It says here's the results it shared. Add a photo to message, 77%. Username and feedback score was 67%. See conversation with someone all at once with 66%. I guess these are the people that wanted to see a little different changes in there within the surveys. This is what was surveyed up by, I believe, eBay. So if you want to check this out, just go to ecommercebytes.com. Let's close this out here. This one here is another one here from e-commerce bytes. It's eBay shares survey results on advertising mentioning in stores. eBay said 18% of its sellers surveyed said that they owned or managed a physical storefront. The survey was conducted as a part of the program called eBay Expressions that helps influence eBay design and functionality. And then it goes on to say eBay also found over half, 53% of sellers had used eBay advertising or promotion tools such as Promoted Listings or Promotions Manager, while 26% of sellers used third-party tool or other medium that the survey advertised, and so on. It goes. So you want to check this out. It goes on a little more to talk about it. It's not much more to read, but like I said again, I don't want to keep this news going too quick here, so that's why I'm kind of hurrying up. All right, let's move right along. Here's a site I wanted to tell you guys about. It's downdetected.com. If you never heard of it, now I picked this up off of e-commerce bytes. They had it on there, a little hyperlink there. And what it is it talks basically when there's problems that eBay may be having. As you can see over here, most reported problems with the website 80%, login issues with 15%, checkout was 5%. It's not bad to have. I mean, I have it saved on my desktop. It's good to know if you want to hold on to it, keep it in there, or you check it out every now and then. Here's some comments that people had, expressed. Well, actually, it's 2,365 comments, but I'm not going to read them all, of course. But you could check them out, and they talk a little about it, and you can see what they have to say, if you're interested in checking this out. It's called downdetector.com. And like I said again, it's pretty informative. I think it's a nice little tool to have, especially if you're an eBay seller. You might want to check into that there. Now let's move right along. Here's a thing called, this website here is fantatrax.com. Beware of alleged or fake misleading auction on eBay. It's over there. It says it come to our attention that via Empire Strikes Back timeline group that a large auction on eBay of vintage modern Star Wars items are not what they claim to be. And then it has over here neat stuff collectibles. You can click that hyperlink on, claiming that in particular their vintage and modern pre-production items come from. Okay, they have a website over here, a hyperlink. I was reading a little about it. You're not going to read this whole thing here, because you could check it out for yourself. It's fantatrax.com. And you could just, if you can't find, just do a Google search. Just type in "beware of alleged fake and misleading auction on eBay," and that'll probably bring it to you right there. You could also go to the website if you would like to check it out. I do have more information with that as well. This here, it says Star Wars Crimson Royal Emperor's Guard Pot F2 Kenna test spot shot prototype. Supposedly here it says it's sold for $567. According to the listing. Now let's see if I can find it. That's not the one I was looking for. I believe when you go back, it'll show you the original listing here. Let me make sure I got this right, folks. Here it is here. As you can see, it said it's sold here. Okay, this is on eBay's website, just to let you know. And it had 12 bids on it, and it sold for $567. So if anybody has any original Star Wars Crimson Royal Emperor dolls, I guess, whatever, hanging around, you might want to be, interested in checking into it. Or if you come across maybe a thrift store or a garage sale, yard sale, you might be on the lookout for these here. So let's move right along. Here we got over here important collection of high-grade Henry Aaron and Sandy Koufax cards, co-headline, small traditions in auction, ending May 5th. This is from the IAN news desk. I just signed up with this here. They do keep me abreast of what's going on in regards to online selling and stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, just go to einnews.com, and it'll probably bring you to the front page here. You could check it out as well. Like I said again, folks, I am not going to read all this here because we will be here all day. I have so much other stuff out there. And to be honest with you, I don't list it all, because if I do, like I said, it'll really protract. It's a long time. So I don't want to make it that long. But let's move right along. Here's something I picked up really quick here. It's from Obolo. I'm not subscribed to this service, and this is not a segue endorsing them. I do, however, like the information they like to share. Here it says 10 best side hustle ideas to make an extra $1,000 a month. And when you scroll down here, and you can read this at obolo.com, when you scroll down, it says over here, it talks about the money. It says over here, let's see here, for example, yeah, it says money. Who could use a little more of it? Whether you're saving for a down payment, planning a wedding, or trying to pay down debt, will those student loans ever go away? And then it tells you the things. I'm not going to read the whole thing again, but it tells you the things that people will talk about what you could do. Here it says start a drop shipping business, begin freelance writing, become an affiliate marketer, be part of the gig economy, start blogging, sell information products, become an Instagram influencer, become a virtual assistant, sell your photography, and get a part-time job. And that's the conclusion of it. But you can read that as well. I didn't get a chance to look at any of these here, so I'm going to keep that open. I want to check it out a little bit after I do the weekend news here. Here we have a flash coupon. Apparently this is from eBay. It says flash coupon 15% off a site-wide at eBay on orders over $50 through iOS app. Now, if you have what do you call it, the iPhone, I guess this is you're going to get it because it is iOS. They will give you 15% off any orders over $50 or more, I guess. I don't really, like I said, I don't do the shopping on eBay. I basically buy my toner and ink cartridges off of them. But for those who do a lot of shopping on eBay, you might want to take them up on an offer. Now, I just want to see one thing. Oh, you know what, folks? Sorry, this is old news. I didn't realize that. I'm looking over here. It says Thursday, April 26th. Please forgive me for that, folks. I'm sure somebody might sit there and say, if you're going to do the news, keep up with it. I do apologize, folks. I was just clicking through this stuff here, and I didn't get a chance to read it thoroughly. My apologies. But anyway, for those who did get this news flash or whatever, not from me, but from somebody else, 15% is not bad, So for those who were able to exercise this coupon, that's pretty good, But anyway, let's move right along. Keep going here. Here it says eBay's having a huge sale on summer products right now. Let's see when this was done. This is yesterday, so eBay's having a huge sale on summer products right now. It goes on to talk about little things here. Our editors review and recommend products to help you buy stuff you need. If you make a purchase by clicking one of our links, we may earn a small share of the revenue. However, our picks and opinions are independent from the USA Today, Newsroom, or any business incentives. This here, folks, if you want to read this here, if you want to go into a little more of it, it goes a little down here. Our favorite, this is what they're talking about basically. But yeah, the favorite affordable robot vacuum cleaner. I guess it is somewhat good. It's this high-power portable charger. I guess these are some of the items that they picked out. The best coils vacuum. Let's see, is that going to be a Dyson? I'm just taking a guess. It looks like one, right? Yep, Dyson. Okay. And then over here, of course, you got some DeWalt tools. And let's see, simple blender for smoothies. Okay, the Ninja blender, and that's it. Oh boy, I don't want to read all to that stuff there. Okay, but you could check this out, folks. And again, if you want to read the story here, it's 12news.com, and that's the story you'll be looking for. eBay's having a huge sale on summer products right now. Let's bump out of this. eBay takes war on business under its wing. I have another video I could put on right now, but I'm not going to do that because, like I said again, it's going to take a little time, and I don't want to take too much of your time. This here you could read if you want to follow up on the story here. It's WKBN, First News 27. It says over here, that's the website, WKBN.com. Check it out if you want, and you can read it all about, what it's all about. Let's move along here. Here it says bid for Clermont Hotel sign reaches more than $1,500 on eBay. This is from agc.com news, and you could check that out as well. Apparently it fetched according to this, more than $1,500 on eBay, which is pretty good. What are they going to do with it? I don't know, but I guess some people collect things of all sorts, so you can't really knock it. It says over here, according to this here, the seller originally posted a sign on Craigslist for $400, but moved it into a week-long eBay auction after receiving a high demand for the item. The listing says the auction for the box with the words Claremont Hotel on it. Started at 5:99 Thursday morning. It was unclear that the portion was added to the hotel sign. And then it goes via Claremont Motor Lodge was built in 1924 as an apartment building, and it's turned into a hotel in 1940. And in 2003, the hotel gained new owners, and it goes on and on a little bit here. And again, you could read if you want. All right, and that is again from the agc.com news. Let's keep going, folks. This one here is another one. This is a news little bit here. I was going to play the clip. Actually, I could play the clip. Let's listen to it really quick, okay?
On a history that's up for sale, but it ain't cheap, as they say. A seller on eBay is claiming to have the Claremont Hotel sign from the 1960s. The hotel off Ponce dates back to the 1920s. It has been dilapidated for many years. The vintage sign is now going, are you ready for this? $3,700. Wow. 11 Alive's Liza Lucas is following the story from the 11 Alive newsroom.
Overnight bidding has skyrocketed from the initial $600 to the thousands. Meanwhile, news of the sale is spreading on social media. The sale started with a Craigslist post offering the electric box sign from the, quote, legendary Claremont Hotel on Ponce de Leon. The photos matching the hotel's former name, the Claremont Motor Hotel. But when more than 100 people wanted to buy, the ante went up. The memorabilia now on eBay and grabbing attention online. Josh posting Atlantans, friends, frenemies, this is very important. Or here's an idea from Tyler. Let's put a whiskey bar in East Atlanta Village and anchor it with the old jukebox from a Pizza Hut and the Claremont sign. There are those holding out for another part of Atlanta history, the Claremont Lounge sign. The legendary strip club reopened in September after being closed for renovations. Above the lounge, the 1920s hotel is also prepping to reopen and taking reservations for May. So how did the sign end up for sale and where did it come from? I reached out to the seller and haven't heard back. I also reached out to the hotel for comment. Meanwhile, a report from Curbed Atlanta points to a guy named Tony who says he bought it for $50 off the back of a truck at Newell Recycling.
There you go, folks. You never know what you're going to find, right? I mean, that's a nice find to deal with.
Official spokesowl for WGU, here to celebrate why thousands.
Sorry about that, folks. You never, like I was saying earlier, you never know what you're going to find at these on eBay, what's being sold for. I did a while back, I did a video about the crazy things that sold on eBay. That's way back. I don't know if I could find that in there. I know I have a lot of my stuff archived, but if I could ever get that video up and show you guys for all the new subscribers, you'd be surprised what's sold and how much it's sold for. It's amazing. But anyway, here's a Saratoga entrepreneur. eBay settled breach of contract case. It says over here, the founder of American Natural Gas in Saratoga Springs, New York, has settled a breach of contract with the Silicon Valley e-commerce giant eBay. Entrepreneur Drew West sued eBay in the state Supreme Court on February 2017, seeking $25 million in damages stemming from a dispute dating back to 2011. When West worked as a consultant for eBay's fashion department, the case was moved to the federal court in Albany a few weeks after it was filed. West and eBay agreed to dismiss the case last month without proving any details regarding the settlement. And it goes on a little over here to read if you want to read it. You can read that in the bizjournals.com. We got that there, so go check that later on. Let's keep moving on. And last and least, here is here's why Amazon and eBay are UK's new tax fraud police. Okay, it says over here, let me just read over here for a quick. Trust Bloomberg Tax Premier international tax offerings for news and guidance to navigate the complex tax treaty networks and business regularization. It says over here, step aside, RoboCop, harnessing the power of global business is the latest way to fight crime. On April 25th, the UK announced a new effort to fight tax fraud across the e-marketplace, asking businesses such as Amazon Inc. and eBay Inc. to commit publicly to tackling the issue amongst online traders. It says the UK has asked e-marketplaces to sign an agreement to educate users on value-added taxes, providing data to the UK's tax authority and react swiftly to non-compliance. According to the government news release, the agreement set to be published with a list of signatories is a major step in the UK's fight against VAT fraud and marks a shift in large companies and the social role here. You can read the rest of this here, folks. This one here is off of BNA.com. Talking about the taxes really quick. I don't know what's going to happen with the internet tax, whatever happened with that. I think that something's going to come out in June in regards to that, where we may be committed to collect sales tax in all other states besides our own state where we do business. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I believe I think something's going to come up sometime in June, but don't quote me on it. We'll see what happens with that. If I get any latest news on it, I will, keep you guys abreast and let you know what's going on with that. And last but not least, one last thing as far as my email thing, I just want to talk to you really quick. For those who don't know her, this is Kathy Terrell. She goes under I Love to Be Selling. I got this email the other day, I believe. It says over here, I was in Washington, D.C. Monday and Tuesday to represent the small online sellers at a national press corp, speaking about the horrific implication of overturning Supreme Court's Quill decision. And if you click on this little this little thing here, the here button here, it'll take you, it's a hyperlink, it'll take you to the Fox News national TV broadcast subject, and you could see, you could hear Kathy Terrell talking about that. I did that in one of my other videos, so you could check it out for yourself. Like I said, I received this email from Kathy, and she's very informative, so you might want to check her out. She's she could tell you a lot of stuff about online selling, and she gives very good pointers and stuff like that to help you make sales. Although, I'm going to bump out of this screen here really quick, folks. However, my sales have kind of been very stagnant. I was just reading on some other blog sites there. A couple people had stated that their sales have been really bad. I don't know if it's that, like I said again, in some of the other videos I hear people saying it's that time of the year, and it's always kind of excuse after excuse. It's tax season, maybe people don't have the money to go out and buy certain goods, or maybe they don't have the money time to shop on eBay. Then in the summertime you hear, people are traveling, near the holidays, they're out Christmas shopping or whatever. We could sit here and give 101 excuses as to why our sales are slow. They're just, I could just sum it up in one word. One word, competition is what I'm saying. There is a lot of competition out there, folks. I was just doing some research on my own items I'm selling, and I always say whenever I price my items, I don't go too high, I don't go too low, I try to stay in the middle, and even the middle, it's too high. I just did a video today in regards to make a best offer, and the title is love the item, love the item, not the price, make an offer. That's how I put it on the caption there. And I didn't get too many people viewing it, however, and I just basically scrolling down, just letting people know that all these items have best offers on them, and I have lowered the prices dramatically on a lot of them. And if I keep going any lower, I might as well just give them away. So, but no, the sales, no matter what, whatever tactic I use, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. I mean, today it's Saturday, it's 4:45 p.m. over here. I'm in the East Coast, New York, and I didn't get any inquiries or any best offers. And the weekend's coming around. I mean, this is Saturday. Today, we'll see what happens with Sunday. But I always say, folks, the only thing that really gets me a little upset sometimes is, like I always say, if you got more money going out than coming in, that's scary. So I'm hoping things will pick up. I don't know if I'm going to do another price reduction, because if I keep lowering the prices anymore, it might not even be worth doing this type of business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind making videos. I love making videos. I really do. That's why I'm up to this will be, I think, my 524th video. I do love making them, and I don't like to make the videos just to ramble on, but I like to make videos where I could help and inspire and try to share information with you guys out there, especially for the new YouTube subscribers. I don't know if you guys that do subscribe to my channel, if you are online sellers or online, maybe buyers as well, just to check me out and see what I'm all about. I do, like I said, I do other things besides the reseller news. I do, like I said, the sneak peek videos, demo videos, intro videos. I also do some do-it-yourself videos and how-tos, but that goes way back. You'd have to go look back in the when I first started doing that. I don't know which videos are which, but I think I have a page, a link on the I will drop below, where if you click it on, I think it'll take you to another website. Will show you all the videos I did, and you could probably scroll down there and pick out which one you would like to check it out. This is basically all I can tell you, folks. If you do like the content I put out, if you think it's helpful in any way, please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and give it a thumbs up. And folks, the only thing I can tell you is if you do want to be updated on some of the things I put out, please, you have to subscribe for updates and stuff. And in closing, I just want everybody to know that does hit this channel. It is a clean content channel. Okay, there's no talking about religion or politics, and there's no profanity used in here. And when I mean clean cut, I mean clean content, clean cut, clean content, meaning that if you have friends, relatives, little kids hanging around, and you happen to be watching me on your computer, you're not going to hear me coming out with crazy talk, cursing or anything of that nature. It's strictly reselling, for reselling business. And like I said again, I do voice my opinions with certain things. I don't go off into rants, although sometimes I feel like that when I feel that there's an injustice with eBay doing certain things. For example, I just want to share this really quick with you. All my listings, a good majority of them, I corrected only a couple of them. I didn't do all 326 of them, but I had a little banner picture that was up there, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's the hosting service I use that host these graphics expired or not, but all my listings outside the few I fixed, all the banner's gone. All you see is a square box there, and that stuff annoys me because I'm thinking to myself, why would that happen? And I can't go into 326 and do that. I mean, I could, but it'll take me hours on end. I mean, I remember I had to take the active content when eBay came up with that memo back in the day where you had to remove active content or it'll take your listings off. And that took me hours. It took me literally, no kidding. It took me hours. I had to go back into the template screen where I do my uploading for my listings. I had to copy and paste stuff in, go into that. Then I had to go back to eBay, revise the listing, remove the description in there through HTML. Select all and then copy and then delete it. Then I had to go back into Microsoft Front Page to copy it and then paste it. Oh, it was so time consuming. I mean, it took literally hours, and it took me 2 days to do it, folks. That's when I was up to 376 listings, and man, it was a nightmare. Let me tell you. So that's the only thing, if you want to call it a rant or whatever, that really upset me in regards to that part. And one other thing that was a little, that tweaked me a little, is I did a video on no views showing up in our listings, and I did get a couple responses from them, from people that do follow or subscribers, and that was another thing that drove me crazy. I called eBay, I think, on 3 occasions regarding to the same scenario, that my listings were showing up with 0 views. I mean, all at that time it was at 376, all had 0 views. They all disappeared, and then maybe, I don't know, before the night was over, at least when I refreshed the screen, they appeared back again. So I don't know if it's something in eBay's algorithm. Maybe they're doing software hardware integration where they have to bring certain systems down or whatever to upload and refresh it. I don't know. All I know is it happened to me at least 3 or 4 times I can remember where I had no views. Did it affect me as far as my sales? I don't know. Because somebody else may have said that to me. You think that maybe is why your sales are slow? I don't know. It could be. I don't know. I always say no views, no sales, But some people, when I did call eBay and I talked to them about that, they claimed that no, you could still see your items. They still come up in search. I did try one. I didn't really notice it coming up, but then later on I did try it again in search, and then it did pop up. So it could be, maybe there is some kind of validity behind it, where if there ain't no views, there's no sales. It could be. If people can't see it out there, in the search engine, especially Google search engine, that I would think that would impose a problem. And I think that's why sometimes people don't get sales, because of those type of glitches. I think there was another glitch that somebody else was talking about recently, and I can't remember offhand, but if I do, I will bring it to your attention. It was something recently that they were talking about. I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue, folks. I'm sorry. I apologize. But when I do find out, I will let you know. It was another glitch that eBay had, and somebody was saying they didn't get a chance to rectify it. I don't remember what exactly it was, but if I do remember, I will let you guys know. Like I said, I get so much information overload. I have a thing over here. I get these papers too from, I save out the clippings. And this one here is the 4 eyes of Instagram stories. And you know, just to give you a quick overview, I have to use my glasses here. It's basically, it talks about the you know, things you do. It says over here, for example, influence, inform, inspire, interact, and share your story. And it's basically just a one-pager, and it just talks a little about, you know, what to do, you know, stuff like that. Gives you a little, you know, insight, a little tips here, what to do with it, using Instagram. I am on Instagram as well, and I do, you know, I do every now and then do live videos on there, you know, talking about the business and, you know, talk a little about myself. I do have some followers, not a big following, of course, but I do talk about that stuff on there. And you know, folks, just to let you also know that I do like sharing information. So I might even probably change my banner on this here for Shop Rjpasini, and I might write in there, you know, sharing information and tips and ideas and all that so on. I'll probably be changing the banner, so you might see a change in that. But I just wanted to let you guys know that going forward, I will be doing other videos outside of reselling. You know, maybe if anything, photography, some more do-it-yourselves, just talk about money-saving tips if I could help out in any way. But again, folks, I know a lot of you guys might not like the content I put out, and I understand if you jump in and jump out. I see my subscription rate, you know, on the subscribers going up and down. 1 minute it's 217, then it's 216, then it goes down to 212. I mean, I'm sorry if I, you know, I putting out content that's not of too much interest to you, but I would love to get a comment from you guys to see me, if you want to see me do other stuff outside of this here. You know, maybe you might find the reseller news boring. I don't know. But if there is something you want me to talk about, or maybe you want to ask me a question like what kind of equipment I use, or how do I do my backdrops, how do I take pictures. I've done videos like that, how I do my pitches for eBay and stuff like that, but the backdrops, I mean, if you notice my videos, I have a lot of different backdrops. I love backdrops. I love doing different things with the backdrops. I think it's good. I just love doing videos, and I get a lot of those backdrops from other sources, and I enjoy doing them. I really do. I love making videos. I really do. This is one of my passions, and how I got into this here, for those who don't know, back in June of 2016, my company had a layoff. 1,000 people had lost their jobs, and they went overseas. So with that, in between looking for jobs and stuff like that, collecting unemployment and stuff like that in between, I was doing eBay, which I still am doing eBay, and I started getting more into doing the videos. I figured, hey, you know what? Why not, you know, introduce my service, my business, and my ideas, and I like to, you know, share with people and put it on YouTube. You know, I can't complain. I mean, really, I mean, considering the subscribers I have right now, it's not bad. I mean, I've been doing it pretty much full force on YouTube for over a year and a half, so I'm not too bad. It's got 108,000 views, which is pretty good considering I'm a small-time guy. But I'm going to keep doing these videos, folks. Even though my channel's demonetized, you know, I'm not making any money off it, but that's okay, because you know what? I love doing videos, and if I could help and share my information, even if it's a little tidbit of information, I always say this in some of my videos, even if I get 1% of the people who do follow me, or even people that just happen to stumble on my channel, you know, they don't subscribe, they just watch it, but they don't subscribe, even if I get a little tidbit of information out there, 1 or 2 or 3 people find it helpful, that's a plus for me, folks. I feel like I did my job. I feel like I succeeded. And people may say, oh, succeeding, that's not succeeding. Succeeding is getting millions of subscribers, and you know, having a lot of people, a lot of companies sponsor you, and you're making big bucks, you're a rock star on YouTube. Yeah, that would be great. But you know what? That's to give me more inspiration to do what I do, okay? I'm not going to be a rock star on YouTube, or you know, a big YouTube star, but I will do what I can to help people out in any way I can by sharing information. And these little tips that I give out, I hope, like I said again, I hope they do help, and I hope, you know, they do inspire you in some way, and there's a takeaway from it, you know. So I hope you guys really do like what I put out, and please leave comments. As long as they're nice, I have no problems with them. I really don't. Just leave nice comments, you know what I'm saying. So far, thank God, no one ever, you know, left anything bad, and I would hope to keep it that way. I hope that, because I know there's a lot of nice people out there in YouTube world. There are. I mean, even though you may see, you know, there may be people out there that, you know, they may, you know, have a certain way about them. They're down deep inside. Everybody's good. I think a lot of people are good-natured people, and I think that's why, even like looking at some of the sites where I see people that, you know, you think people are going to be made fun of or gawked or talked about or trolled. You don't really see too many people. You'll hear, or I at least read, you know, where people are making fun of people or calling them names or anything like that. It's basically they will comment on it on that channel or that particular video and say their piece and leave it at that. But that's the joy of having a YouTube channel. And for those who don't have it, they have a thing in here when you know, set up a YouTube account where comments will be held in review. And if you don't like what it is, you could delete it, you know. And that's what I would do. I mean, I haven't, like I said, I haven't had it so far, but if I did get a bad review or comment, I should say, I'm not going to leave it out there for YouTube people to see it, the YouTube world. I will delete it, you know, and I won't respond to that person because I don't want to have a cyber war going on with somebody. You know, what am I going to do? Argue with this person? They're going to go back and forth? It's just, it's easy enough. It's like turning a light switch off. You know, you get something like that. If you get a bad comment, someone leaves something, says very derogatory thing about you, make fun of you, call you names or whatever, or use profanity at you, whatever, just, you know, just delete it. That's it. As simple as all that. You don't have to leave it there. You don't have to take a, you know, verbal, well, not verbal abuse, but in this case, written abuse by somebody else's antics, you know. And if they don't like you for whatever reason, then so be it, you know. I'm doing this here. I don't know how many people like me or dislike me or whatever, or like my videos, but you know what? It's okay. You know, like I said again, I enjoy doing these videos, and I will continue to keep doing them. But anyway, guys, enough with the rambling. I hope this information helps out. Again, if you like what I do, please hit that subscribe button. If you got anything out of the videos or any of my other past videos, give them a thumbs up, and I will drop the links below. And again, just really quick, all the stuff I have listed on eBay right now has been reduced, and I do offer best offers. I mean, I've been accepting best reasonable offers. So if you could check out that latest video, if you don't want to, you know, we have to go through the listings, it's totally up to you. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's nice and sunny over here right now in New York. Can't complain. The weather's like, I don't know, I think in the 60s. So get out, get some fresh air, check it out. You know, I mean, after we had this rainy weather out here, it's nice to get out because that's what I plan on doing right now. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day, and bye-bye. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.